Hello, welcome back. Rigel Smith here, and today I'm going to teach you how to use my top 10 favorite essential oils to support a healthy immune system. Now, I don't know about you, but this season I have noticed so many people coming down with the crud, people staying home from school and work, and just really more crud than I've seen in previous seasons. And so far, so good in our home. So we do a lot of the healthy lifestyle things I teach you on this YouTube channel. And in addition, I'm going to teach you how to use these 10 oils in your home. So number one, the first one I would recommend is On Guard Essential Oil. Now, if you're familiar with doTERRA, you already know about this oil. It is the immune supporting blend, the protective blend. It smells lovely. It has wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and a little bit of rosemary. This is one that you can diffuse into the air every day, so it's very easy to put 3 to 5 drops or however many you like into your essential oil diffuser. It'll diffuse into the air, get into everybody's system, and help to purify the air. You could do this every day. We certainly do, especially during the fall and winter months. Another way you can use the On Guard is putting a few drops right on the bottoms of the feet. My daughter knows before she goes to school. This is part of the routine. Just put a couple drops on the bottoms of the feet before she runs out the door. You can also apply this oil along the spine. It does a really nice job of helping to support a healthy immune system when applied to the spine. Actually, all the oils do, because if you think about the spinal cord and all the intricate systems that run up and down the spinal cord, and the skin is absorbing everything we put onto it, it's really a great place to put your essential oils. Now, On Guard branches out into a lot of other On Guard products. So we talked about the oils, but you could also use the On Guard concentrated cleaner to clean your home, so toxin-free cleaning. You could use the On Guard sanitizing mist, the hand mist. They have beadlets, which are like little tiny balls with 1/4 drop of oil that you can just pop as needed. Keep them in your pocket, purse, or backpack. This can be taken internally. You can put a drop in water and shoot it whenever you feel like you need a little extra support. Maybe your throat's not feeling 100%. And you can also, my favorite is actually the On Guard Plus soft gels. So it's On Guard Oil Plus, is why they call it plus, some additional immune supporting oils. So in addition to the On Guard blend, it also has in here oregano, which we'll talk about in a moment, black pepper, and lemon balm, which is also known as Melissa. And Melissa is incredible for the immune system. We'll also talk about that in a moment. But you can get it all in one capsule, so you can make your own. So if you're feeling like you're not feeling your best, your lymph nodes are carrying something, you can start to take these. I like to take 2 or 3 a day for maybe a week, 7 to 10 days if I feel like I need an extra immune boost. So maybe 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and take it for a week or up to 10 days or so. The On Guard Plus is effective yet mild enough. You could take it all season. So maybe you're a teacher, or when I worked in the hospitals, I definitely took it every day to support my healthy immune system. So that's another option. On Guard chewable tablets, it has zinc in it and some vitamin D and vitamin C in addition to the On Guard oil. So a lot of variety. But if you're just brand new to the oils, you need to keep it simple. Just diffuse it, put it on the bottoms of your feet, and if you feel like you're coming down with something, take it little doses frequently throughout the day. That's how the oils work best. 1 or 2 drops a few times a day. So little doses more frequently. Oil number 2 is Stronger. This is the protective blend specifically designed for kids. You can absolutely use On Guard on your children. I use it on mine. The Stronger is from the kids line, and you'll see it's packaged all in kind of the white cap. Those are heavily diluted, great for kids. My kiddo has personally had her own kids line collection in her room since she's, I'd say 4 or 5. I think they came out when she was on the old side of 4. And she's been using oils since she was born. So we know just in our house what oils are and how to use them. And this is a really mild version of the On Guard. It has different oils that are great for the littlest ones. She also uses this on her spine, bottoms of the feet. It's in her room. Sometimes she just goes and puts it on. She likes the smell of it. And it also has in here, fractionated coconut oil is what it's diluted in, cedarwood, litsea, frankincense, and rose. And it's just a much milder smelling oil. It's actually really lovely, and sometimes she likes to put it on to smell good, but she's also helping to support a healthy immune system. So Stronger from the Kids line is another option. Oil number 3 is Breathe. This is also an extremely common one in the doTERRA world. It is to support a healthy respiratory system. So if you're wanting to open up your airways, put some Breathe in your diffuser. Sometimes at night we like to diffuse Breathe and lavender, so it helps to open the airways, but also has the lavender calming effect in our home too. You can put this on your chest. It comes in a rub, so if you prefer like the old school rub, you can use the Breathe vapor stick and rub that on children. You can rub it on their feet, the bottoms of their feet, put some nice socks on, and help to support your healthy respiratory system that way. Number 4, oregano. Oregano, I would say, combined with On Guard, these are probably the 2 most important for a healthy immune system. The oregano, I tell people you don't need it very often, but when you need it, you don't want to have to wait to order it. This is something I recommend every bathroom cabinet have in case you need it, because when you need it fast. And the oregano is something that you can take short term, usually 7 to 10 days. 1 to 3 times a day for intense immune system support. You can make your own capsules, so you can get empty vegetable capsules from doTERRA or from the health food store and basically make your own little oil vitamin. So you can put a couple drops of On Guard, a couple drops of oregano, a couple drops of frankincense, and take that for that 7 to 10 day period. I'll also have on my blog on these top 10 oils a little recipe called the Flute Bomb, Floot, and that's a great one to take when you're really coming down with the funk. It has frankincense, lemon, oregano, On Guard, and tea tree. So that is one that you'll see floating around, and I'll have that recipe for you if you're not familiar with it as well. Or if you don't like to make capsules, you can do the On Guard Plus instead, but just use what you want. Number 5, we have, one more thing about oregano. Another recipe I'll have on there is called the steam cup or sinus bomb. You'll hear it a few different ways. One of my favorite ways to use oregano is in that steam cup, and you take a hot cup of water, you put 1 drop each of oregano, peppermint, lemon, and tea tree, and then you breathe it in. It's very, very strong. So as an adult, start with it. I wouldn't recommend it for little children. It's very strong, but as an adult, you can kind of just breathe in that aroma. It'll start to open up your nasal passage. You're gonna have snot running down your mouth and face. Like, it really clears you out. But if you're really stuffy, you know that that's the relief you're looking for. And then with those oils, they'll also help to clear out what's causing that. And then also the oils like the lemon are gonna help to break up the mucus. So that's called the steam cup. It works really well. And if you wear contact lenses like me, take them out. That's my best tip, is take those out before you do the steam cup. Oil number 5 is thyme. Thyme has a lot of similar properties to oregano, but I think of it more for specifically for the gut. And then also you'll see a lot of creams. If you have persistent dry skin or redness, you'll see a lot of recipes that have thyme oil. They'll usually have thyme, geranium, frankincense, sometimes tea tree and lavender. It's really good at getting rid of that dry skin and those redness that persists in certain conditions. So this one smells like a pizzeria. It has a very strong smell. Oregano and thyme are oils that I don't like to diffuse. I also don't really like to put them on my body often because I don't like the smell. They're very, very potent. So for me, these are things that I personally prefer to take internally. A great product that has the thyme already internally in it for you is the GX Assist. This is what I take, oh my gosh, if I'm traveling and you know you ate something that maybe was old food or contaminated water, you're maybe in a foreign country that you're not used to and you cannot stop releasing what's coming out of your body. This is what I take for 7 to 10 days, 1 to 3 times a day. It's the GX Assist. Now this has a powerhouse of oils for your immune system that are also going to clear out your gut. We have oregano, tea tree, lemon, peppermint, lemongrass, and thyme. It also has caprylic acid in it, which helps to penetrate the fat cells a little bit. So it helps this oil combination work even deeper in the cells. So this is another way to use your thyme oil. And then thyme is one that also works really well for the lungs. So even though it's not my favorite smelling oil personally, sometimes we just need it. And in our house, we combine the breathe and the thyme in the diffuser to really clear out something that's stagnant and it's not leaving with other methods, or dilute it heavily because it's a spicy oil just like oregano. Oregano and thyme are hot oils, so you want to use a little extra coconut oil. So sometimes we'll use a very generous squirt of coconut oil, thyme, and breathe and apply that to the chest. You could even do a wet warm compress, which is going to drive those oils deeper. It's going to leave a little bit of redness on the skin as it drives those oils, so use with discretion or use extra coconut oil as needed. So not my favorite smell, but awesome at what it does. Number 6, tea tree. So tea tree has also been called Melaleuca in doTERRA. It is officially called tea tree now. It used to be called Melaleuca in some areas of the world and tea tree in others, and doTERRA just made it into one name across all international markets. It's tea tree. There's also another company called Melaleuca, and that was kind of confusing too. But tea tree is great also for the immune system. It's in the flute balm, which we talked about earlier, that capsule you can make. It's also what I think of for tea tree, it's good for the skin immune system. So you can put it on funky feet if you pick up something from walking around a dirty gym shower floor. It also, oh man, these oils are making my nose run, pardon me. Don't tell my daughter I just used her blanket to wipe my nose. Tea tree is also great for skin irritations, foot funk. It's a really a fresh smell, very clean. It's also good for candida, so overgrowth of candida bacteria in our body. That's why it's in the GX Assist. This combination is also great for that. And then for ear health, so if your little one ever wakes up with that significant discomfort in their ear and they're tugging, and you know they're really uncomfortable, you can actually use 1 drop of tea tree oil and 1 drop of lavender. You can add a little bit of coconut oil and rub it around the ear. Now, one precaution, we never stick essential oils in our ear canal. That's not good. So you don't put them in your ear canal, your eyeballs, up your nose, but around the ear works really, really well. You can also put a drop of the tea tree or the lavender on a cotton ball and then put the cotton ball in the ear right there. That works really well too. That has worked for us every single time since she has been born, and a lot of the moms I recommend it to. So there is definitely a place for modern medicine. We love our doctors, we love our medical staff, but sometimes in the middle of the night, if there's something you can do at home that works, and if it doesn't work, then you go see the doc, then that's a nice empowering thing that as a mother I love to have in our home. So that's a great use for your tea tree plus lavender. Number 7, Arborvitae. Arborvitae is an oil that comes from a tree that's called the tree of life. These are 1,000-year-old cedar trees that grow in the Pacific Northwest. Once they have fallen and are dead, doTERRA then harvests the dead branches that don't decay, which is really interesting. And they have found through their research it supports a healthy immune system. It also is extremely effective against candida, even more so than tea tree in the studies that they found. It smells very, very tree-esque, almost like if you were smelling fresh wood in Home Depot. It kind of smells like Home Depot a little bit in the wood section to me. And this is one that is extremely effective yet mild. Anytime somebody doesn't feel well in our house, we do an oil bath. And the oils we use vary. We always put Arborvitae in it. I learned it one time, I heard somebody recommend it, and I've been using it since. It's just our go-to. It seems to really help to bring the body temperature down. It helps to kind of keep everybody calm, and then also helps to support that immune system. So we usually like to use Arborvitae, and then we'll throw in some other oils like frankincense, which is on our list coming up next, maybe some geranium, lavender. A lot of the other oils I talked about previously aren't really great for the bath. I wouldn't put oregano, tea tree, or On Guard in a bath. Tea tree would be fine, just not a great smell. Breathe would be okay. But Arborvitae for us, breathe if we're congested, frankincense, lavender, kind of throw some of those in the tub. Number 8 is going to be rose. Rose is one that you don't think of mostly for the immune system. You hear a lot about for hormone health, skin, emotional wellness, but it actually is very powerful supporter of the immune system. And I like to put it on my spine, so I will use this in conjunction with On Guard, frankincense, put this on my spine. I love the way it smells, so it's one of those that I use frequently. It's also great for skin, supporting the skin's immune system. I remember a story about a prominent person in doTERRA that shared about her daughter who was on one of those jumpy castles and brought home a significant skin irritation that is really difficult to remedy and get rid of. And she was able to use On Guard Plus capsules, tea tree oil, and rose oil. And rose is really interesting when you look up some of the benefits in the Modern Essentials book. It can do a wide variety of things. So I call this the queen of essential oils. You may have heard of frankincense referred to as the king of essential oils. You may have heard, when in doubt, use frankincense as the king. I would say rose is probably the queen, and they partner really, really well together. And a bonus, it's one of my favorite smelling oils. Love, love it. It's also in the stronger blend. I think that's one of the reasons my daughter likes it so much. It is in the stronger blend. Number 9, frankincense, the king of essential oils. This is, when in doubt, use frankincense. It enhances the effect of all other essential oils. It also supports homeostasis, which is just balance within the internal body. It also is very grounding, supportive to the immune system. It is one that always is a wonderful one to layer upon the spine, the bottoms of the feet, under the tongue daily with frankincense is really a great wellness practice to be proactive with your health. It is one, like I said, when in doubt, pull out your frankincense. I remember being on a vacation with my family, and we were on a cruise ship, and we did the excursion when we landed on the cruise on this island where there was a language barrier, and they said, hey, do you guys want to come on the excursion and ride horses? And we did, and there were no rules. It felt like the wild, wild west, and one of the gals got thrown off her horse, and she was injured very badly. So we're in the middle of this jungle, and there isn't a lot of access to medicine that we needed right then. We needed emergency modern medicine, and we didn't have a lot of communication. There was kind of a language barrier. So we were a bunch of oil users. What we did have until we could get medical attention that we needed is we had oils, we had frankincense. So we were able to put frankincense on her spine, on her feet. We were able to stabilize her. We did have some first aid skills, some people that were more versed in first aid than maybe your average person that were with us on the excursion, and then eventually get her to the medical attention she needed. She was airlifted to a larger island and got the help she needed and did make a full recovery. But the frankincense, when in doubt, use it. It can help to balance a lot of things in the body. So if I'm ever waiting for the ambulance to show up, I want to make sure that somebody's putting frankincense on my feet in the meantime until I get the medical attention that I need. And finally, number 10 is Melissa oil. Melissa is a form of lemon balm, and it is one of the rarer and more expensive oils that doTERRA has that has to do with the way it's harvested, how much plant material is required to make a pure Melissa oil. It is not diluted in any way. It smells very bright, very fresh. It's an oil that, because it's rarer and more expensive, a lot of people either don't know how to use it or they're not sure if they want to invest into it. It's one of the oils that when all the others aren't really working and they can't figure out how to kick whatever's going on, it's a great one to try. Put it on your spine in particular is one of the ways I have found it works really well. You can put it under the tongue. And then one of the most popular, most effective ways to use it is if you get those little skin eruptions that are around your lips perhaps, you can put this directly on them a few times a day, and it will help to actually get rid of those and sometimes decrease the frequency which they show up, which is really a nice benefit. So lots of cool things about what Melissa can do, and a great one to have in your stash. Maybe save up your LRP points and redeem it for one of your free oils and just have it as needed. So those are my top 10. It's different for everybody, but these are the ones that I like to use. In addition to the oils, make sure that you're implementing the healthy lifestyle things I'm teaching you here. Take your lifelong vitality supplements, the children's supplements. Drink lots of water. I know you hear that, but the water really does make a difference. Get sleep and come back here for more wellness tips. I will have this all written up for you in a blog with the top 10 oils I talked about, how to use them, and then of course, if you need doTERRA and you're not yet a wholesale customer saving 25% off retail, you can get set up through my website at blissedmama.com under shop oils. We'll see everyone next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.